Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am your host, the #1 Vikings fan extraordinaire, Adam Boyer. Thank you so much for coming back and watching the channel today. As always, should be an awesome video today. Today we're going to do the first video of this kind for me. I have done 3 first-round mock drafts up to this point. Today we are doing a full 7-round mock draft for the Washington Commanders. As you know, this channel centers around the Washington Commanders and of course other NFL team or other NFL news and maybe the Minnesota Vikings more specifically, but the majority of the content is about the Commanders, and today we've got a full 7-round mock draft for the Commanders. And before we get started, please go down to the comments, only takes just a second, please go down to the comments and let me know if you want to see more 7-round mock drafts for individual teams, and if so, what teams do you want to see? Without further ado, let's get into the video. So, I will say I used Pro Football Network's mock draft for this. If I do end up doing more 7-round mock drafts for different teams or more for the Commanders, I will probably use a different mock draft simulator just to get a feel for, you know, how all the different algorithms work and all that, so we don't end up with the same players every time and the same, general players going in the same spots. Okay, so we start off at number 11 with a bang. Round 1, we trade. We had 3 trade offers. I rejected 2 of them, and then I saw the Chiefs offering me their 2 first-round picks at number 29, number 30, and number 103, which I believe was in the 3rd round. And so this draft is deep in wide receiver. That is the Commanders' main need, and so I accepted it and moved back to number 29. And so at number, by the way, I did see at number 11 the Chiefs took Garrett Wilson, who I was going to take. At number 29, we take Drake London, wide receiver, USC. I was thrilled with this pick. That he fell to us, and despite what I said about him in the video the other day, I do think he's one of the best receivers in the class. And so we'll get for the record, I am going to just pretty much list off these picks to you, and then we will review the first in the 3 rounds. All the picks in the first 3 rounds, we will review those at the end of the video. And then number 4 through 7, I was gonna let you all judge for yourself. You can call that me being lazy. You can call that me just letting you do it yourself. Number 30, so back-to-back first-round picks, we get Kenyon Green, offensive guard. Number 47, round 2, we get Kyler Gordon, cornerback, out of Washington. Number 103, also from the Chiefs, we get Darian Beavers, the linebacker, out of Cincinnati. Number 113 in round 4, we traded with Denver for the number 115 selection and a 7th round pick. So we get an additional 7th round pick and only move back 2 spots. Pretty good deal there. And so at number 115, we take Brian Cook, the safety, out of Cincinnati. Number 189, round 6, we did not have a 5th round pick. We get Daniel Bellinger, tight end, out of San Diego State, to address a tight end need, especially with the departure of Ricky Seals-Jones this offseason. Number 206, round 6, we get Jack Cohn, quarterback, out of Notre Dame. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. I think it's Cohn and not Sohn. But I was pleasantly surprised to see he was still there. He put up some pretty decent stats, and what stood out to me is how he took care of the ball, at least in terms of interceptions. So we drafted him here in round 6 to hopefully learn behind Winston Heineke. Number 230, round 7, we take Chase Lucas, cornerback, out of Arizona State. And number 240, round 7, we take Olukunle Fatukasi, linebacker, out of Rutgers. Yes, Olukunle Fatukasi is the brother of defensive tackle Fole Fatukasi. And so, like I said, we're not going to be touching on 4th through 7th round picks. I'm going to let y'all decide. Again, call that me being lazy. Call that me just being kind of letting y'all decide. Whatever you please. But we're going to look at picks 11, 29, 30, 47, and 103. So 5 picks. Number 11, obviously, we had the trade. I was so pleased with it. As I said, the wide receiver was, the draft is deep in wide receivers. Wide receiver was our main need. We got an extra 1st round pick out of it. I think it was a great trade overall. I think personally we kind of fleeced the Chiefs. We moved back and still got a great wide receiver. At number 29, that wide receiver we got was Drake London, and I'm very happy he fell to us. Like I said, it sounded like maybe I was ripping him in the video I made the other day. I was not, and I still think he's one of the best receivers in this class, and I'm very pleased with that pick here. Number 30, also from the Chiefs, we get Kenyon Green, awesome. This is awesome. We needed an offensive guard. You know, we let Brandon Scherf go. We let Eric Flowers go. Those were our 2 offensive guards. We did bring in Andrew Norwell from the Jags, but we still didn't have another offensive guard starting caliber on the line. So we get Kenyon Green. He's probably going to start at right guard, I imagine. Andrew Norwell will probably take left guard, and then he's so versatile. That's one of the things I love about him. He can play anywhere. I believe he's played everywhere on the line except center. Number 47, we take Kyler Gordon, cornerback out of Washington, and I think this is a pretty great pick. He'll probably start, or at least pretty decent. He'll probably start as the number 3 cornerback behind Fuller and Jackson, or the 4 cornerback behind those 2 guys in Benjamin St. Juste, who we took in the 3rd round last year. We need at least depth at cornerback. I don't know exactly how this guy will pan out, but as a 2nd round pick, there is some reasonably high expectations for him, and I think this was a pretty good pick. He fell to us, and I don't think we're going to have any big objections if we were to take him. There was no one else that on the board that was really worth jumping at the opportunity, so I took Gordon. Number 103, lastly, we took Darian Beavers, the linebacker out of Cincinnati. And one of the things I will say, he's very experienced. He played 5 years, I think 3 at Cincinnati, 2 at Connecticut. And he was very good. For a mid-round pick, this is a very good pick, I think. He's a very good tackler, and he's decent in coverage skills as well. I believe in his last year at Cincinnati, he had 2 interceptions. So, yeah, those are my picks, and what I need you to do, real quick before we wrap up, I need you to run down to the comments. Also, if you have your idea, give it to me. That'd be very appreciated, as far as what team you want me to see to do the draft for. And also, grade this draft for me. Give me a grade on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 to 100, like A+, B-, etc., that type of grade. Just let me know your opinion. I want to talk with y'all down in the comments, and I will respond to you if you give me, any comment worth responding to. Absolutely. So, yeah, let me know what you think of these picks. Overall, I was very happy with it, and I'm going to give it probably, I feel like with the trades, we did a really good job. I'm going to give it either an A- or an A, right in that range. On a scale of 1 to 100, I'd say maybe a 92-ish, which is about that range. I was very happy with this draft. But I want you to let me know, as I said, grade the draft, and yeah, I think that about wraps it up for this draft. This just in, a new study finds that people who subscribe to the Vikings fan on YouTube experience less boredom than those who do not. So you know what you need to do, right? Click the subscribe button that's appearing right above me, click this video that I'm sure you'll love, and then there should be a playlist here of a bunch of great videos as well that you can enjoy. So, do yourself a favor, subscribe.